Is it fundamentally correct to keep a promise at the expense of doing what is right, or breaking the promise to do the right thing? Hi everyone, my name is Niall, and these are my three other group mates, Oliver, Ishan, and Michael. Today we will be delving into one of the biggest moral dilemmas of the Ramayana, which is obligation versus righteousness. As such, we will be examining some of the modern day examples of the theme both in movie form and in our daily lives as a student that reflect the same theme as King Dasarath's biggest dilemma in the Ramayana.
Before we explain the theme of our chosen dilemma, let us first explain the dilemma that we are basing all of our examples on. King Dasarath, the father of Rama, owed Kaikeyi 2 boons. If you didn't know, a boon in Indian culture is a divine promise made by one person to fulfill another's request that they have. Boons are usually given out to a person if they've done something heroic in the past. In this case, Kaikeyi helped King Dasarath while he was injured in combat. But in this time, Kaikeyi, convinced by her elderly maid, asked King Dasarath, who was planning on appointing Rama to the throne, to banish her for 14 years, and to instead appoint her own son, Bharata, as king of Ayodhya.
Now to Ishan, who will be explaining the specifics of the dilemma faced by King Dasarath.
Now that we've covered exactly what happened, let's talk about the underlying theme of this text. King Dasarath faced a hard choice. Either he would send Rama away, which would break his divine promise to Kaikeyi, or he would keep Rama around, which is the moral thing to do, but does not. Sorry, let me start over. King Dasarath faced an extremely difficult choice. Either send Rama away, which fulfills his divine promise to Kaikeyi, but is not the moral thing to do, or keep Rama around, which is the moral thing to do, but does not fulfill his divine promise to Kaikeyi. What the theme of this is in abstract terms, obligation versus righteousness. But in more specific terms, it was as Niall said, is it fundamentally correct to break a promise to do the moral thing, or is it better to keep a promise to do the wrong thing? King Dasarath ultimately decided to send Rama away, which is the wrong thing to do, but fulfills his divine promise to Kaikeyi. From this, we decipher the theme that is it fundamentally correct to do the right thing, at the expense of a promise, or to do the wrong thing to keep the promise?
You may be wondering whether this profound theme in the Ramayana is found in any modern-day books or movies. One of the most famous movies that possess this moral dilemma is Kingsman: The Secret Service. In case you haven't watched the movie, Eggsy, the main character, is a troubled youth with a knack for getting in trouble with the law. In spite of this, he is recruited by Harry, a respected Kingsman, who recruits Eggsy because of his high IQ and exceptional shooting skills. Eggsy promises Harry out of gratitude to do his best to become a Kingsman. But how will Eggsy respond to a challenge to his promise where he is forced to choose between fulfilling his obligation or the right thing? Let's find out.
Did you see the film Trading Places?
No.
How about Nikita? Pretty woman? Alright. My point is that the lack of a silver spoon has set you on a certain path, but you needn't stay on it. If you're prepared to adapt and learn, you can transform.
Oh, like in My Fair Lady.
Aren't you full of surprises? Yes, like My Fair Lady. Only in this case I'm offering you the opportunity to become a Kingsman.
A tailor.
A Kingsman agent.
Like a spy.
Of sorts. Interested?
Think I've got anything to lose?
Thank you. shoot the dog.
Don't send Rob into exile.
Give me the gun. At least the girl's got balls. You throw away your biggest opportunity over a dog. And then you humiliate me by stealing my boss's car.
You shot a dog just to get a job.
Yes, I did. Mr. Bigelow reminds me of that every time I take it.
You shot a dog like it's stuffed. You freak.
No, I shot my dog and then I brought him home and continued to care for him for the next 11 years until he died of pancreatitis.
What?
It was a blank, Eddie. It was a fucking blank. Remember me?
Yeah.
She didn't drown. She works in our tech department in Berlin. She's fine. Limits must be tested. A Kingsman only condones the risking of a life to save another.
My man had saved your life even though you got busted. Or you got into stuff steering on.
Okay, from that very well edited clip, we can clearly see a parallel. We can clearly see a parallel between Eggsy's choice and King Dashrath's dilemma. Just think of Eggsy as King Dashrath, that gun as being the choice to send Rama away or to keep him around, and that pug as Rama. Eggsy must choose whether to fire the gun to become a Kingsman, much like King Dashrath choosing to fire that gun to keep Rama as his successor. The Ramayana is rich with themes that are used in modern day texts, and King Dashrath's choice is surely one of the most prevalent, as seen in Kingsman the Secret Service.
Moving on to a real-life example, we're presenting a common dilemma faced by HKS students very often. In this clip, we have two HKS students, Nal and Ishan, as the counterparts of Kaikeyi and King Dashrath, respectively. Sit back and enjoy a common occurrence from our life that perfectly captures the theme of obligation versus righteousness.
What's happening? I didn't really hear the audio. No, don't rewind. Just tell me what's happening.
Okay, so basically,
Oh my god, I got an 8 on the map. Let's go.
Oh, really? Congratulations, man. You know that English test that you took the other day?
Oh yeah, you're in the class behind me, right?
Yeah. Could I ask you a favor?
Yeah,
Could you give me the prompt on the English test? I really want to do all this.
no, man. I did cheat.
But you had a really hard math test on that day, and I had my same science test on that day, and you won't do this favor for me?
Boon up, boy.
As seen in this clip, Sean is To some people who missed what happened due to the poor audio, basically Ishan, who's not a great math student, helps Niall to help him in order to prepare for his math test. However, Niall, on this very same day, has a very hard science test. However, because Niall is a great friend of Ishan, he decides to help Ishan to prepare for the math test. However, Ishan later encounters a situation in which is a modern-day representation of King Dasarath's moral dilemma. Should he do the wrong thing to help Niall, who has helped him previously, or should he refrain from cheating to do the right and moral thing? In this case, what would you do? Should you follow a promise and cheat for your friend who has helped you? Or should you risk losing a dear friend who has helped you, but not cheat because it is the right thing to do?
Thank you for watching. I hope you gained some insight as to our moral dilemma. Now please make your choice wisely. Thank you.